My people, you people should come and hear this one. Hey, hey. In fact, I don't understand anymore. Now, the gist making round is that they said, you know, there was a kind of a blackout all of a sudden before Oni in Korokoro daytime light like this, okay? Though they said it was some, in fact, let me just tell you guys that whatever you hear me say here, please take it with a pinch of salt. They are not for sound information, they are all alleged stories, okay? I get my gist in the street of social media and I come here and also, relate it with you guys. I don't live in Ilefe, neither do I have anyone in the palace of the Ooni of Ife. I come here and tell you what I have seen or heard on social media, okay? Now, the gist is that they said some, though it was a different story, different version, but I just want to try as much as I could to just summarize it in my own terms. Now they said Oni was, some were saying Oni was, it was in the middle of the night, some said it was a normal broad daylight. So they said he was just there doing his thing, and all of a sudden it was as if he fell into trance and he was seeing things. There was a blackout. Excuse me, there was a blackout that he couldn't see anything. The only thing he could see was just himself. Even he barely sees himself. In fact, he can't even see himself. He can only feel and touches himself. He could not even see his head. Everywhere was just blackout all of a sudden. And he said only what is this? What is going on? And at that moment, they said he just, of course he knows his way. He beckoned on his one of his guards, the one that normally goes, that normally find him, and the guy just brought his hand. They head themselves, and they trace their way straight to the his inner chamber. And they said he went to the chamber, brought out his drum and some of things. They said he did one or two things. Immediately he hit that drum. They said everywhere opened again and he started seeing again. I was like, wow, what the heck? In fact, they said see, you cannot underestimate these powers. Oh, you cannot just look down on them. Forget the fact that they said he's going everywhere. Every party you will see him. He's everywhere. Forget. Oh, that man knows what he's doing. He does not want to bore himself with those power paparazzis and everything in the palace, and he does not want to dwell in it, so that because sometimes if you don't allow yourself to just be who are, or do you, okay, if you don't allow yourself to just do you can just before you know, start doing things that you don't want to do. Just like, for instance, that if Oni is not the type that normally goes out, is always in his chamber, always going to maybe consult and always there to just be there with the deities, doing all those deity things. It doesn't mean go all those kind of stuff. In fact, before you know it, the man can turn very, very wicked. People don't know what Oni is doing right now. Oni is trying to just keep himself busy. He's trying to just a kind of focus himself. So you see Oni trying to just go out, do his thing, do everything. He's trying to make himself busy, and he does not want to bore himself or start thinking. Or in fact, look, what people don't know is that you see what Oni is doing right now. He knows what is good for him. Oh. You see, as he's going out, meeting people, laughing, discussing, he's just trying to keep himself busy. Because if you want to just remain there in the palace, before you know, that man can turn wicked. Oh, he can be doing things that people don't know. Abeg oh, those people that are dragging him, saying he's always going to, what is your business? Everybody know how they keep their minds busy. This man is just trying to keep his mind busy, to just free himself from things in the palace, okay? That is what he's doing. It's not as if you want to remain in that palace without coming out, just stay there 247. It's not as if he can do it, okay? But he's doing that just to, in order for him to see the life the way he used to see the life before. Because, the life of the monarch The real core traditional monarch is different from the life of every other person out there. Okay, even now is different, but he is trying to balance it up so that he will not go the other way. Okay, so now they say regard what this thing that has just happened. They said only went and brought out, the drum, and they said immediately he hit on that drum. Immediately he beat that drum 1 to 7 times. They said everything cleared and everything came back normal. In fact, even himself, he said he could not explain his own experience. Okay, the only thing he could just say is that they said he said he just discovered a blackout, that he has never ever experienced such in all his entire life, that he has been hearing it, that there used to be blackouts generally in the world. Okay, but seeing it physically, like one on one, like this happening to him, not to everyone but just to him alone, but because it was obvious that it was just him that this thing happened to. That was why his bodyguard was able to take him to his inner chamber. Okay, and with all these things, they said Queen Naomi quickly came up and was like, what is going on? Because after everything cleared, they said he reached out to Queen Naomi, and Queen Naomi was like, why is this thing happening? What is going on? And they said Ooni was like, he does not know, but this is just what he has experienced. And they said Queen Naomi was like, no, you really need to, intensify in prayers. That okay, they made the arrangement on when they will be visiting a prayer mountain in Akure, because they said, of course, it is a task that must be done, that they just have to visit that prayer mountain and pray for himself and also for the palace, because to have that kind of experience, of course, is not a good thing. Okay, it's not a good thing at all, because how can somebody just sit and all of a sudden just experience a blackout? It's not as if he's blind. It's not as if he has a sight issue. It doesn't, everything is normal, and he's just experiencing it. And even in that few minutes, I mean seconds, that he experienced such, they said it's not as if he didn't see anything and he couldn't explain. See, he didn't see anything. Everything was just dark, like dark, just as if you close your eyes, that you could not see anything. That is exactly what he said has happened. Meanwhile, his two eyes were open like this. Okay, so now they said Queen Naomi quickly came up and they prayed with him. Of course, that was the first thing they said Queen Naomi did when the news, when Ooni reached out to her and told her what he has experienced. They said Queen Naomi immediately prayed with him on phone, and also quickly, came down to the palace, and they said they now pray with Ooni one on one. So my people, now the plan is that they have, talked about going to the prayer mountain. So we are hoping to hear of them going to that prayer mountain, hopefully, because me, I can't wait to also hear that gist. So my correct people, this is the gist that is making round right now on social media. I came across it too. I say I will come here and also relate it with you guys. Okay. Thank you so much to all my returning subscribers and all my new subscribers. I say thank you so much. God bless you. Till I come your way again. Bye for now. Thank you so